Pick up your copy of Scars Above, an intriguing and challenging sci-fi third-person action-adventure with a carefully crafted story that has you fighting for your life on a mesmerizing yet hostile alien world. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 biggest mysteries in sci-fi video games.
By dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the world awaited Armageddon.
For this list, we'll be looking at science fiction games that left us with questions that the combined brains of Professor Layton, Cole Phelps, and Detective Pikachu couldn't crack. This means several spoilers. Which mystery left you scouring the game for any potential Easter eggs? Share your findings in the comments. Number 10. Will our Elizabeth please stand up? BioShock Infinite.
Are you ready to be born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
The cage or bird pendant? It's the question that every BioShock Infinite fan carefully contemplated, only to realize by the end that their decision didn't matter. While the choice was irrelevant, the pendant itself isn't. When heading to the lighthouse towards the game's conclusion, Elizabeth's pendant changes to the opposite of what you choose. Once you return to the baptism scene, the pendant has vanished with several Elizabeths drowning Booker.
Both.
It's implied that none of these Elizabeths is the one that we've been traveling with for most of the game. She seemingly disappears at some point during the mind-bending ending, a detail that's easy to miss unless you pay attention to the pendant. As for where Elizabeth wound up, there are infinite possibilities. Number 9. Who or what is the board? Control. Few locations in Control raise as many questions as the Ocean View Motel, which might be an actual place, but it just as easily could be a product of the astral plane. Speaking of the plane, no entity from this dimension raises more questions than the board. While we associate this paranatural entity with an inverted black pyramid, the board's true form is one of the many mysteries. It's a force so enigmatic that without subtitles, the board would be incomprehensible. Whoever or whatever the board is, the player is constantly conflicted about whether to trust them. Are they on humanity's side, or are their intentions more devious? Even with a badass director like Jesse, it's hard to truly feel in control with the board around. Number 8. Where's the Queen? Alien Isolation. Like the film franchise it derived from, Alien Isolation expertly balances horror and sci-fi as the daughter of Ellen Ripley investigates the Sevastopol space station. In addition to a xenomorph running amok, numerous alien eggs can be found aboard as well. But wait, if there are eggs, shouldn't there be a queen nearby as well?
Everyone that's missing, everyone. They're trapped in some kind of nest. There are eggs. It's like a farm.
Although xenomorph drones are also capable of making eggs, the Queen can supposedly be heard making noises in the background, yet she never pops up. While the developers considered giving the Queen an on-screen cameo, they didn't want to tease a boss battle that never happens. However, they confirmed that the Queen is indeed on Sevastopol. But where on board is she lurking, and why don't we ever cross paths? Number 7. What's in the ammo box? Perfect Dark. Rare has a reputation for sneaking in mysterious items that players can obsess over. Banjo-Kazooie fans know what we're talking about, but Perfect Dark is the game that still has us lying awake at night. This is thanks to an ammo box behind the warehouse's question mark gate. What could this be? A cheat for unlimited ammo, or the key to unleashing a secret weapon? We never find out, as the box is impossible to reach. Just to tease the player a step further, the game's strategy guide highlights the box. It doesn't explain how to attain the box, merely saying, "Pretty suspicious, eh?" Maybe it's an unfinished part of the game, but we wouldn't be surprised if Rare just wanted to toy with us. Number 6. Is Chell the last human? Portal series.
You dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go.
As witty as the dialogue is, the Portal games are also feats of visual storytelling that'll have you paying close attention to the background. At first glance, Portal 2 seems to happily wrap everything up with GLaDOS releasing Chell, who finds herself in an empty field. When you think about it though, this ending might be bleaker than it seems. While the wheat field suggests the planet is still inhabitable, there don't appear to be any other humans on the surface. We're left on an ambiguous note, never clarifying if Chell is the only person left above ground. If Chell is the last of her kind, the mercy that GLaDOS shows her could be seen as one last lie to go with her cake.
I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Number 5. Who Dropped the Bombs? Fallout series.
It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war.
October 23rd, 2077. Fallout fans will recognize this date as the beginning of the Great War. After the nuclear bombs hit, billions of lives were lost, society as we know it collapsed, and the United States turned into a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Hold on!
Exactly who dropped the bombs, though? Despite being a prevalent franchise for more than 25 years, Fallout has never definitively revealed which country commenced the Great War or their motive. President Dick Richardson pinned the blame on China, given the country's involvement during the Sino-American War.
It'll have plenty of time to cleanse every nook and cranny of the globe.
However, there are various theories pointing the finger at other countries, the Vault-Tec Corporation, and even aliens. We suppose it doesn't matter who was responsible, as all we can do now is deal with the fallout. Number 4. What are the Guardians? Halo series. Arguably the biggest mystery in the Halo franchise isn't connected to any of the campaigns. It's the multiplayer mode that'll have you asking, what the crap just happened? You know what we're talking about if you've ever been shooting up a storm and then suddenly, death mysteriously strikes. The only explanation given is that you were killed by the Guardians. Not to be confused with the Guardians from Halo 5, these Guardians, or Ghosts as some call them, have been deemed responsible for the random deaths that occur during multiplayer, be it via an NPC, an unstoppable object, or an unseen force that emerges as if from nowhere. Maybe it's a system glitch, or maybe it's an intricate part of the Halo lore. Number 3. What the hell, Valley Sky? Super Mario Galaxy 2. The Mario games run on a bizarre logic where Tanuki suits enable you to fly. We shouldn't read too much into any of it, but players couldn't help but decipher this mushroom-sized mystery. Entering a first-person perspective in Shiverburn Galaxy, you'll find 3 ghostly figures emerging from the skybox. Upon further inspection, you can apparently spot a 4th. The game offers no insight into what these are, although the internal code describes them as Hell Valley Sky Tree, while the surrounding mountain backdrop is known as Beyond Hell Valley Sky. Hell Valley could be a reference to Japan's Jigokudani Monkey Park, but these figures certainly have a hellish look to them. Perhaps they're the gatekeepers to hell, and Mario Galaxy 2 was a secret sequel to Event Horizon this whole time. Number 2. Who is the G-Man? Half-Life series.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in the hazard suit, I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons.
Even if Half-Life 3 one day claws its way out of development hell, we're unlikely to ever learn the origins of this interdimensional bureaucrat. The G in his name seemingly alludes to government, although even that is up for debate. If you encounter the G-Man on the street, you might assume he's an everyday suit. Listening to him monologue for just a few minutes, you'll find out he's much more.
Friends, or otherwise occupied.
He's an all-seeing entity that can hop between dimensions, manipulate time, and appear virtually anywhere out of the blue. Where did he come from? Who are his employers? And why is he drawn to Gordon Freeman? Your guess is as good as ours, but we mainly want the name of his tailor.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate them, but these are extraordinary times.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Is it even a real game? Polybius.
A logical approach would be to reach out on message boards. I'm hoping that someone can tell me that they know about Polybius, that they know it might exist.
Okay, we might be cheating on this one, seeing as how it's debatable what genre Polybius even falls under. However, the conspiracy theory surrounding this game definitely sounds like something out of the Twilight Zone. As the urban legend goes, it was 1981 when a mysterious arcade game popped up across Portland, Oregon.
It was supposedly a puzzle game. You were also a starfighter going through the cosmos trying to advance and shoot things.
In addition to the game's addictive nature, the cabinets were said to cause memory loss, hallucinations, and other side effects. Even more enigmatic than the game itself were the men in black who supposedly collected data from the machines. After only a month, the machines vanished, never to be seen again. While there's minimal evidence that Polybius ever truly existed, the mystery has taken on a life of its own.
The Polybius tale is a classic example of that. A story with a kernel of truth that becomes more embellished each time it's told, leaving the truth in its wake.
Pick up your copy of Scars Above, an intriguing and challenging sci-fi third-person action-adventure with a carefully crafted story that has you fighting for your life on a mesmerizing yet hostile alien world.